Shut off the lights. Let's sit in darkness for a moment. What do you see? What do you hear? How can you see anything? I was brought up and taught 1 + 1 = 2. The sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. God is good. There's night, there's day, darkness, and light. I have 2 children, boys, ages 6 and 3. Every time I think of them, or back to the first time I've held them in my hands, I feel the feeling of overwhelming joy, warmth that travels through my body down to my toes and makes them tingle. Light. Getting the call, letting me know that my younger brother of 12, Yanky, was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Devastating. Darkness. I flew in to be there post-surgery, intending to offer support, to let him know that I'm there for him, to lift his spirits, to put a smile on his face, and to plain and simple be there for him as a brother. Not knowing what to expect, walking into the recovery room, I can't begin to describe the feeling of helplessness watching a young boy of 12, my brother, asleep. He was in so much pain. He was asleep throughout the entire duration of my stay. Here I am, my intent was to offer my support, let him know that I'm there for him, put a smile on his face, and to simply be there for him, and he has no idea that I'm even there. I missed that boat. That boat sailed. Thankfully, my brother, the warrior that he is, through extensive treatment, beat that cancer into remission. That is until a couple of months ago, I get another call letting me know the brain tumor is back, this time with a vengeance. It is the size of 2 golf balls. More darkness. Unfortunately, knowing what to expect this time around, I made the decision to be there before the surgery, during the surgery, and post-surgery, to let him know that I'm there for him, to put that smile on his face, to help lift his spirits. I remember sitting around a few hours before the surgery, telling jokes, trying to get his mind, with the intent to keep his mind off of what's coming, making him laugh. When my dad and I tag-teamed giving him a haircut. Because to quote my brother, shave it all off, I'm losing it anyway. To which I replied, if I'm giving you the haircut, you're going into surgery with style. As I'm giving him a haircut, I go around his ear and I accidentally nick him to the point where there's a little bit of blood. Obviously, I'm not as good as a barber as I think I am. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but when someone nicks you over the ear, it's very painful to the point where you even cry out. My brother didn't even flinch. It was at that point that I realized the state of mind that he's in. He is preparing himself for what he knows is coming again. I remember after that call thinking, why? Why, God? First, at the young age of 12, and now again at 17? Hasn't God done enough damage to my family? Is there a God? I turned to God and I said, rinse and repeat my prayers that were said the first time around. Now, I'm not here tonight to answer, nor even attempt to answer, those questions. What I can do, however, is share with you what I've learned, and I'm continuously learning throughout this ordeal. Life isn't black and white. Life isn't simple. And we don't always have the answers. If there's a silver lining in all this, for me, it is this. Even in darkness, there is light. Even in darkness, there is light. For me, it's a second chance to be there for my brother, whereas the first time I missed that boat. It's a second chance to help lift his spirits. It's a second chance to put a smile on his face. I recently had the opportunity to travel along with my older son of 6 for a weekend visit to my brother Yanky. When I think back to that weekend, aside from being the first father-son trip, which is very special and unique, what stuck out to me the most was the smiles that were plastered on my son's face and my brother Yanky's face throughout the entire weekend. The smile my brother had every time he lost a game to my son. The smile my son had every time he won those games. The smile my brother had when we went out to eat, even though I wheeled him in on a wheelchair. The smile he had on his face when we had a beer together, obviously with doctor's consent. There's that smile. There's that feeling of warmth down to my toes that makes them tingle. There is that light. Now I ask if you can bear with me as we turn off the lights once more. What do you see now? What do you hear now? You hear a story of second chances, a story of hope, a story of getting a chance to redo it, and a story of finding the light in the most darkest of times. For that is life. Yanky, I know that you're going through a very tough and most difficult time. I don't have the answers for you. Don't give up hope. Keep on fighting like the warrior that you are. I will be there with you every step of the way. There will be many more smiles and many more beers without needing the doctor's consent. L'chaim.